Welcome to Babu Commerce Class YouTube channel. Dear viewers, in the previous videos, I have explained about some competitive examinations, preparation and common mistakes, and also some Indian economy questions in my previous videos. And today I am here with UGC NET paper 1 NET exam, which is conducted by National Testing Agency under University Grant Commission. Most of our PG students, after their completion of post graduation, they wanted to become lecturer, they wanted to become assistant professors, but there is a compulsory qualification. Eligible qualification is those who have completed their PG, they have to clear NET exam or state level eligibility test or set exam conducted by respective states. In regards that, there is a paper 1 which contains some important aspects. What are the contents of paper 1 and how we are going to prepare for paper 1? All these things is going to be explained in this view. I hope this video will help the post graduation students of first and second year of all the subjects, and the person, the teacher who are all engaged in the colleges as a teaching fraternity. Without this qualification, definitely it will help in the upcoming examination to all my dear viewers. Myself, Venkatesh Babu, yes, Assistant Professor, Government First Aid College, Davangere. Till now, you have not yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe Babu Commerce Class YouTube channel and press a bell icon to get future notification at free of cost, and give a like and share this video to others. It will be helpful to them also, and give a comment in the comment box. Then my dear friends, national eligibility test is one of the important eligibility test for assistant professors to be appointed in the universities and colleges, which is conducted by University Grant Commission with the help of national testing agencies. See why this exam is so important. The result of this exam was very less in the last decades. It was around 3%. Gradually it increases. Now in the previous year around 12 to 15%, and almost all the subjects, the 80 plus subjects are going to be conducted. And preparation for this national eligibility test is very important. Those who are having the aim of becoming assistant professors or junior research fellowships or assistant professors in the Indian universities and colleges, either government colleges or either in the private aided colleges, once you have cleared this national eligibility test, keep it in your mind, you are the eligible to apply anywhere in India and Indian universities and Indian university colleges, government colleges or private aided colleges. And this particular exam, it was earlier it was the descriptive nature, and later it becomes multiple choice questions. But nowadays, in the recent days, the national eligibility test is conducted on computer based test called online test. It consisting of two papers called paper 1 and paper 2. Earlier it was three papers, paper 1, paper 2 and paper 3, and conducted the examination in the two sessions, in the paper 1 and paper 2 in the morning session, and afternoon session was paper 3. Paper 1 is general for all the subjects and paper 2 is subjective paper now, and there is no break between paper 1 and paper 2 now. Keep it in your mind. They have allotted you 3 hours. You have to write, you have to attend all the questions of paper 1 and paper 2, and candidates are required to appear for both the papers in order to eligible for JRF and assistant professors or assistant professors only. You want a research fellowship or assistant professor, you have to attend both the papers. Don't skip any papers, your result will not be announced. See, before starting your preparation, you want to prepare for NET exam. Means you have to know what is the pattern, what is the syllabus of national eligibility test, and the syllabus is quite same. There is no differences for SLET exam also. See, this is the pattern for national eligibility test exam which is conducted by National Testing Agency under University Grant Commission. There are only one session, there is no break session in between the session. Paper 1, number of questions, all are compulsory, 50 questions, marks 200, duration 1 hour. It means that you have 60 minutes, 50 questions, each questions carry 2 marks, and immediately you will get second paper, subject paper. It contains total 100 questions, marks 200, 100 questions, each question carry 2 marks, and duration is 2 hour. Here 100 questions, 120 minutes. Total, the pattern, you have to attend 150 questions from paper 1, paper 2, and marks total 300 marks, and duration is 3 hours. Some keynote in paper 1. Why the paper 1? What it includes? The paper 1 includes questions in general intending to assess the teaching and research aptitude of the candidate. We want to become lecturer, we want to become assistant professor in the university, because we are going to teach the mature students above the age of 18. Therefore, we have to have some skills, teaching skills and innovative skills. Therefore, this paper 1 is conducted. It also includes some reasoning ability, divergent thinking, general knowledge, general awareness, and present educational system. All these things are included in paper 1 because they expect a wider knowledge. In the paper 2, it will be purely based on the subject selected by the candidates. The person who has cleared his post graduation in commerce, he has to choose commerce. Post graduation in language, he has to choose language, or physics in physics. Like this paper 2 purely based on the subject selected by the candidate. And very important thing, there will be no negative marking. Keep it in your mind, there will be no negative marking. You should attend all the questions. Don't waste the time, don't leave the questions simply. All questions are compulsory, and both the papers, paper 1 and paper 2, are in multiple choice questions or objective nature. You have to attend all the questions. From the exam point of view, it can be assessed that candidates are required to prepare themselves for 10 categories other than the specific subject chosen by the UGC NET exam. It means that you have to prepare for your subject paper. Along with that, you have to concentrate on 10 category of subjects or 10 categories which you are going to face in the paper 1. The categories are teaching aptitude, research aptitude, reading comprehension, communication, reasoning including maths, logical reasoning, data interpretation, information communication technology ICT, people and environment, higher education system. See, this is the 10 category. All the 10 categories comprises of 5 questions each, because first paper total 50 questions, each category contains 5 questions, each category contains 10 marks. You have to attend all the questions. It means that you have to concentrate on all the aspects, all the 10 different aspects. If you leave any one, you lose 10 marks. 5 questions compulsory. This is the pattern. This should be, keep it in your mind while preparing and while writing the exam in online basis. See, then come to the first, teaching aptitude. Teaching aptitude is a specific ability, potentiality, interest, satisfaction, and fitness in the teaching professions. What a teacher should have, what a teaching profession should want. All these things should be adopted, all these things should be accessible in the teaching aptitude questions. Here there are 5 questions compulsory. We have to expect 5 questions on what you have to concentrate in teaching aptitude. See, nature, objective, characteristics and basic requirements of teaching. What teaching needs, what teaching objectives, learner's characteristics. Not only our side, not only teacher side, we have to learn the characteristics of the students, pupils, and factors affecting teaching. What are the external factors, internal factors, political factors, social factors? What are the factors is affecting on our teaching? method of teaching. There are different method of teaching. Now we are we have to adopting the classroom teaching method, blackboard teaching method, ICT based teaching, online teaching. There are different methods, case study analysis, field work, all these things we have to concentrate. Teaching aids. While teaching, what is the usage of teaching aids? ICT, evaluation system. Along with, you have to concentrate on evaluation system also. From all these, definitely there is a 5 questions and each question carries 2 marks. It will be 10 marks. Research aptitude. A professor or a teacher or a lecturer should have some research aptitude, because he is going to teach the graduate and postgraduate students, undergraduate and postgraduate students. He has to create research aptitude among the students. Therefore, this section is going to be concentrate on some research characteristics, its meaning, and different types of research. Research ethics, ethics in research, and what is paper, what is article. The teachers has to attend many conferences, and he has to attend workshops, seminars, or what actually it means. We have to know the things, difference among workshop, seminar, conference, symposium, and other things. Thesis writing, its characteristics and format. So from all these, there is a 5 questions. Each question carry 2 marks. This research aptitude contains total 10 marks. Concentrate on these important aspects. Definitely will get each 1 marks from each of the topics. Reading comprehension. Teaching is over, research is over. Reading comprehension skill cannot be built overnight. This is, everyone knows. It is not built immediately over the night, but it could be developed inherently through a course of time. It takes time. Otherwise, definitely the reading comprehension will not come to us. So what it includes? So very simple set of passages there with the questions to be answered. Easily you will get 10 marks. Concentrate on this. There is a passage, you read that passage completely, and under that there are 5 questions. You have to answer all the 5 questions from the passage. But time is very important. Don't waste much time on this. You have to concentrate the passage and the questions directly. Answer it, and reduce it. Make use of time properly. Communications. This is commonly we know, everyone knows communication from their student life. It is a process of exchanging information, ideas, thoughts, feelings, emotions through speech, signals, writing, or behavior. See, then there are 5 questions on what the questions are appeared. Nature of communication is one important topic. Characteristics, types, barriers, and effective classroom communication. Concentrate more on effective classroom communication. All the aspects are studied, but classroom communication is very important. How we are going to interact with the students, how we are going to respond, how we are going to ask the questions at the time of asking the question, at the time of punishing the students, what is our behavior and what is the student behavior. All these things we have to concentrate while studying communications. From all this you will get 5 marks, 5 questions carrying 2 marks, total 10 marks. Mathematical reasoning. Mathematical reasoning involves solving questions without using any mathematical formulas, but through non-numerical ways. It means without using mathematical formula, the very simple questions are there. We have to use our logical ways, logical thinking, and answer the questions. Number series, letter series, codes, relationship, and classification. Some simple puzzles, simple reasoning questions are there. You have to apply your skills, knowledge, and answer the questions. Logical reasoning. This section tests the candidate's ability. Why this logical reasoning? Test the ability to think. What is the thinking ability and problem solving skills of a candidate? The questions asked. in this section are mainly to the brain teasers. So this section gives more work to your brain. Understanding the structure of arguments, evaluating the distinguishing deductive and inductive reasoning, analytical reasoning, applied analogy, verbal classification, reasonal reasoning, logical diagrams, simple diagrammatic relationship, multi-diagram relationship, and Venn diagram. Concentrate simple questions from the previous question papers or some books and try to answer by using your thinking capacity. Use some think differently, you will get the answer. Data interpretation, the other category of first paper 1. Data interpretation is one of the scoring categories in this exam. Easily we can score all the 10 marks here. Source, acquisition, interpretation of data already we have studied in our research methodology subject. And quantitative and qualitative data, what is quantitative, what are qualitative data, graphical representation and mapping of data. We know all these things, still we have to concentrate on, because 5 questions are compulsory from this section also. ICT, what I'm explaining at the beginning, ICT is very important nowadays. Without ICT we don't have to take classes in the classroom nowadays. We use PPT, we use information technologies, we use telephones, we use mobiles, integration of communications and internet, software also we are using, middleware, storage, audiovisual systems, everything. How we are going to utilize in the classrooms, this is very important. And what you have to concentrate in, you have to concentrate on ICT meaning, advantages, disadvantages and uses, general abbreviations and terminologies like emails, ICT, CPU, like this. You have to concentrate on abbreviations which are very essential for our teaching profession. Basic of internet and emailing, we have to know how to email, you have to know how to create, how to mail. Internet, what is the, how to use the internet, how to access data from the internet, all these things. People and environment, we are surroundings, our surroundings are the our people and environment, and we have to concentrate on the people and environment interactions, the behavior, source of pollution, pollutants and their impact on human life, exploitations, natural hazards and mitigation. So being professors, being teachers, we have to have knowledge of people and environment. This is our social responsibility. In this connection, we have to answer 5 questions. Higher education system, governance, polity and administration. This section mainly tests the candidate's knowledge about laws related to the education, recent changes, policies, recent policies. See, we are experiencing the National Education Policy 2019, what it includes, what is the main objective of these policies, what MHRD Ministry of Human Resource Development is going to do, what are the universities, how many universities are there, who are all the controls, what is UGC, what is AICTE, what is NAC, universities and colleges, what are autonomous colleges, like this. We have to have the knowledge of higher education system. Like we have primary education system, secondary education system, higher education system. Apart from that, we have medical education, engineering education and other different types of education system. Structure of the institutions, higher learning and research in India, formal and distance education, how distance education difference from the regular education, value based education, governance of the education, polity and administration, concept, institutions and their interactions. Everyone should know all these things. So you have to have answer 5 questions from each important topics from this section. And all these, my dear students, are aspirants. All the 10 categories contains 5 questions, total 50 questions. You have to answer it. So I have suggested some books for the study. So these books are based on the Google survey, which is customers review, who are all using these books most of the time and recommend it to the others also. That the first one is Truman series, UGC NET or SET General Paper 1 by M. Gagan Sajit Kumar. CBSE UGC NET or SET JRF Paper 1 Teaching and Research Aptitude KVS Madan. UGC NET JRF SLET General Paper 1 Teaching and Research Aptitude Arihant Experts. Very most popular books, Arihant Experts or Arihant Publications. UGC NET Paper 1 MHE, CBSE UGC NET Teaching and Research Aptitude for JRF Assistant Professors by Dr. M.S. Ansari and RPH Editorial Board. Along with that, you can watch some YouTube videos for solving the first papers, like Arpita Kerr is going to explain beautifully in the in her YouTube videos about UGC NET Paper 1. See some of the tips how we are going to clear this UGC NET exam. Do follow the questions at the end of every topic to evaluate your understanding. See, I have given 10 topics. The UGC NET has paper 1 has 10 topics as a syllabus. Read one by one. After completing your every unit, you have to solve the questions at the end of every topic by using the books or internet or any other sources. Make a note to write down the important point from every topic. You have to make a short note. Last minute review, LM or last minute review is help you to review all recall all the things at the time of examination. Follow the practice papers provided at the end of the books. So if you go through the books, you follow all the practice paper. Don't neglect model question paper. Take a mock test. It will be helpful. It will be helpful to build up confidence about the subject. Build a proper study plan. You have to prepare a study plan, timetable. Practice previous year paper and mock test. Now you will get all the question papers with answers in the Google. What n number of questions from the 2006 till now in the previous paper also available. Practice important topics. Focus on your weak areas where you are very weak. Some are very good in research, some are very good in higher education, but weak in reasoning. Concentrate more on reasoning, concentrate more on data interpretation. And very important, don't neglect time management is very important. You have to answer, attend all the questions within the prescribed time, 3 hours, paper 1 and paper 2. This is regarding UGC NET paper 1. My dear students and aspirants, please share, subscribe, like and comment Babu Commerce Class YouTube channel. Definitely it will be helpful to you. If you share, if you like, it will be helpful to me or in giving some sort of inspiration to do more videos for the betterment of the society. Thank you.